Swallow it. Welcome back, everybody. On September the 29th, a Moment of Magic will hold the night of a Magic Gala. It's going to be beautiful. You want to go? We're going to find out more about it. We're all going to go. Joining us with all the details and their work in our community, we have creative programming. We have the founder and executive director, Kylee McGrane. Kylie,
Hi.
welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, a night of magic.
Yes.
Tell us about it.
I'm very excited. So we are a nonprofit organization that was actually originally started at the College of Mount St. Vincent, so right here in the Bronx.
Oh, yeah.
And we take college students to provide creative programming at pediatric hospitals and to medically vulnerable kids.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you. So on September 29th, which is actually Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, we'll be having a gala at the Coliseum in White Plains to help us raise money to continue our programming all over the world.
All over the world?
All over the world.
Right out of the Bronx.
Exactly.
Yeah. How
really
did you start
exciting.
it?
So I was a student at the College of Mount St. Vincent doing community service work, and I really wanted to get into a pediatric hospital and do something a little bit different and work hands-on with the kids. So I was with my family, and we were watching a movie. We were watching Frozen all together. And my mom kind of pointed out that I looked like one of the princesses, and all of a sudden it just kind of clicked that that's really what I wanted to do, was dress up as these princesses, go into the hospitals.
See?
Yeah, really fun.
So, but you work with patients.
I do.
Are you a nurse? Or?
I'm not, no. So what I do is basically help lead college students all over the country to give back to pediatric hospitals in their area.
Yeah.
So we'll go in, usually the character visits are most popular, but we'll go in as the characters and usually do bedside visits and hang
like
out with
that.
the kids and get to interact one-on-one.
And I'm sure you run into doctors and nurses all the time.
Yes.
Sometimes doctors and nurses become callous to the problems or situations in the hospitals. Sometimes doctors and nurses know how to take care of the patient, but the patient's families, what about them?
I think that's one of the best parts about what we do is not only do we get to service that individual child, but for a moment the family gets to see that child become a little kid again. They're not just a patient in the hospital.
Yeah.
They get to kind of reinvigorate and reimagine the innocence of childhood, where it's just focusing on princesses and storybooks and fairy tales.
Yeah.
So it's really amazing. And we get to hang out with the siblings as well, which when everything is going on, siblings can kind of get lost in that chaos. So getting to give them some individualized attention is really amazing too.
Ah, excellent, excellent. How did you come up with this? I mean, what made you want to do this?
So I always really had this passion for working with kids, and I always really wanted to work in a pediatric hospital and pediatric cancer. It was kind of just like a magnetism I felt pulling towards, and I didn't know how to do it, and I didn't see exactly what I wanted to do being done yet. So I kind of had this idea where there's nothing else like this, so I guess I have to do it myself.
Yeah. And then Mom stepped in and said, you know what? You're my princess.
Exactly, doing what moms do best, exactly.
Good, so you've been doing this for some time now.
Yes.
What's next for you? You have a number of programs, right?
Yes, so we expanded from the one college chapter in the Bronx to 16 across the United States, which is really amazing. We're now on the West Coast, which is great too. So the goal is just to continue to get that college community engaged and get them giving back in their area.
A moment of magic nationwide.
Yes.
Wow, how does that feel?
Amazing.
Did
It's
you
like
think
a dream
you would do
come
that?
true.
Did you?
No, I really didn't. And people ask me that question all the time is, did you think that this was really going to, I don't know, be a thing? And I would always say no in the beginning, but then once I saw the potential that this had and once I knew how much I loved it, I knew that there was no other option. It had to become something that I could share.
See, the power of creative programming. And you bring these to the different places, right?
Yes.
You have mobile vehicles going around, or you just...
Well, that's kind of the running joke is the volunteers transport themselves, but I drive a punch buggy. So for a really long, so for a really long time, it was like running out of my punch buggy. Yeah, which is great.
So you're gonna have a bunch of punch buggies running across the country.
Everywhere. Yeah, that's the goal.
I can't wait to punch somebody when I see it.
Exactly. Can't miss us.
Punch car. We still do that? Remember the old Volkswagen punch car? That's great. So you have one right now, and of course you're going to have a bunch because you're expanding.
Right, yes. So right now we went from our first year just 2 college students, and then we went to 40, and then this year we passed 500 across the country, which is really amazing because that's giving college students a way to give back. They don't want to just write a check anymore. They want to actually be, you know, in the trenches doing something hands-on.
So if you have some college students that are watching us right now and they want to get involved, what do you tell them?
Definitely go to our website. Which
Wait. Take this camera right here.
Go to our website, www.amomentofmagic.org, and there's tons of information there about starting a chapter and buying tickets to the gala.
There you go. All right. So all I have to do is just grab the number on there and dial it up and say,
Yeah.
hey, this is what I want to do in my school.
Absolutely, and we have a lot of really great videos and pictures on there. So if you are just, looking to have your day get a little bit brightened, just go check that out as well.
What stands out in your mind? I mean, you've done a lot of this. What
Yeah.
motivates you? You'll see some picture or you'll see a video that says, wow, this is great. Because sometimes when you're in the action, you don't get a chance to see what somebody's videotaping of you or what pictures are being taken.
Right, and I think what's really amazing, like this past year, I've transitioned from, volunteering all of the time to now doing more of the executive work, so writing trainings and, trying to secure those sponsorships and doing things like that. But what always pulls me back...
But you really love the front line.
Oh, I do, I do. What pulls me back is getting a message from a mom on Facebook or getting a FaceTime call of a little girl's first day of kindergarten and getting to follow their journey and getting that really great relationship with them. That always pulls me back in because it's always about the kids.
Yeah, well, the princess has to meet up with another princess.
I know, just keep multiplying.
So what's next on the horizon?
What's next is hopefully getting this gala to be the most successful that we've ever done. We've never done a fundraiser of this size, so it's a really big undertaking, but continuing to spread the word and hopefully inspire some more activism.
Are you looking for people to participate in your gala in some way?
Yes, definitely. Whether
money
it's
or volunteers or just to show
all
up
of it.
and be a part of it?
Everything, anything you can imagine, any type of involvement would be great.
You have 10 seconds. There's the camera again.
If you have a business in the Bronx or Westchester community and really feel compelled to be a part of something great, we are still looking for sponsorships, and that could really help get us all over the country and continue to reach more kids.
Kylee McGrane, founding executive director, A Moment of Magic, nationwide.
Yes.
Give her a big hand, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll take a quick break right here, but stay tuned. We'll be right back. Promise.